Well, it's Superbowl Sunday. So let's see what we're going to get into today. Come on in. Come on. Hi, friend. My beautiful friend. How are you this morning? It's Sunday. I hope that you are well, that you got the best rest last night, and that you are ready to rock and roll today. It's Superbowl Sunday! I'm so excited. I love the Super Bowl. I do not know who or what I'm rooting for, what team I'm rooting for at all. I have no idea. Usually Super Bowl for me, of course, is about halftime. I can't wait to see Kendrick Lamar. And also, and SZA. And whoever else pops up. There's rumors that Tay-Tay may pop up, so we never know. She does have a song with Kendrick Lamar. But also, it's the snacks. Now, old me always had a spread on Superbowl Sunday for just me. I don't have company or anybody coming over. It would be just me, my beautiful mommy, my darling Jewel, and my adorable Zoe. And so the three of us, I would be into the game and watching from the afternoon when the ads start showing and all the pregame stuff. It would be on the TV. When we had cable, we always watched the Puppy Bowl. That was my thing and Zoe's thing. And we had a dog. We had our little Frenchie, Tago. So we loved the Puppy Bowl, and my mother loved it too. So we would always watch that. But I liked the halftime show of the Super Bowl. So I would always go over to the Super Bowl. And they would come out during halftime, and especially to see what I have prepared. And if you're new here, welcome. And welcome back to all my friends here. My name is Alexis, but all my friends here call me Lexi. And I'm so glad that you're here. And what I do here is just bring positivity. I try to emote that energy out to you. Positive energy, happiness, and joy. That's what we're all about here. We do some affirmations, and we will have some crazy story times coming up this month. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, we just have fun here, and we're just happy. And most of the people in this community, we are over 60 now. Over 60! I can't believe it. But most of the people in this community, I have built friendships with, long-lasting. They will last me a lifetime. Seriously. And I'm 60 years old, if you're new. I'm a Leo, and I was born on August 9th. Last year was my 60th birthday. So I am living my sexagenarian era. And if you don't know what that is, Google is your friend. So, anyway, getting back to everything. So the spread and everything that I do is different every time. Usually we do chili with all the fixings, the cheese and onions and salsa and avocado and sour cream and all the little fixings and chips. And then usually Tostitos scoops, not sponsored. We like those. Or I would get some really nice tortillas, and I would cut them up and fry them myself. My mother preferred that when I did that. I did not make them homemade, but I would buy them and do them, cut them up and fry them. My mother liked that. Or I would do them in the air fryer, and she loved that. And then also wings. I love wings. I love buffalo wings. And last year I made a buffalo chicken dip. And we liked it. So it was my first time making that. So this year, though, I am down, folks, 106 pounds today, people, today. Yes. So it's a little different this year. I don't know what I'm going to make. None of those things that I mentioned there's no such things as bad foods and good foods. I hate that terminology because it just makes people so crazy. You eat what you eat and you like what you like. Some things may not be as healthy as others, but we shouldn't label things bad food and good food. So with that being said, everything I made was good. Some things more healthier than others. So I don't know what I'm going to do today. I haven't planned anything today. We were supposed to go to the store a couple days ago. Financially, we cannot. And like I had mentioned yesterday, I think, today is National Pizza Day, and we wanted to make homemade pizzas today, but we didn't really have the funds to go do that. We had a couple things come in last minute. You know, those sneaky, pesty bills that come in. So, therefore, I don't know what we're going to do today. And I do have, like, the meat to make chili, but I don't think I have any beans. I think I have some fresh, some dried black beans, which I could always make it in the Instant Pot, and we can have it that way. And I can use black beans instead of, I like the small pink beans, small pink habichuelas. I love those. I do not like kidney beans. They're too big to me and the skins come off, so I don't like those. And I love black beans. So either one of those things, preferably though for me, in my lifestyle, I prefer having chili with no beans. I just love the meat. I don't want the beans. But my daughter loves that. So of course I will oblige and I will make that for her. And I will eat it. So we may or may not be having that today. It's going to be, I think, 70 here today or so. But then tomorrow we plummet back down and it'll only be in the 40s tomorrow. And it's going to be raining, I think, for the next 3 days. So it's a beautiful day today. Today I'm wearing this very long maxi dress. And it's white and black up top. And then it's black like this on the bottom. I don't know where it came from. It was a gift to me. As you know, most of the things that I wear, I've been wearing in my last few videos, have been gifts to me from my best friend who lives here in North Carolina, Robbins, North Carolina. And she was going through a lot of things, and so many things have never been worn and have tags. And there were things that belonged to her mother who passed, who never wore them, the beautiful tops and things. So I've been wearing them in my videos, and it's so fun. Now that I put this dress on and I looked in the mirror, and hopefully soon I'll get a full-length mirror so I can show you and I could, you know, tape that, video that, but I looked so thin in the mirror. You know, that doesn't radiate here on screen. You're only seeing this part of me. But from being over 320 pounds, over that, to now, I look so small. I do. And I'm feeling so good. I'm feeling so fabulous. You know, I really am. Yesterday, I have one aunt alive, which is my mother's baby brother, my Uncle Domingo's wife. He has since passed. My mother and all her siblings have passed away. And you'll hear me talking about my mother all the time. Her name was Jewel, my precious Jewel. So I'll reference her a lot. And so if you're new here, and my friends already know. So anyway, my aunt, I called her. I hadn't talked to her since New Year. So I called her and everything to see, because I know she's going to be watching the Super Bowl today and having her little snacks. She likes ice cream and she loves floats and banana splits and stuff. So she said that she had lost a lot of weight and she was really down too far from a medication that her doctor had put her on. So she's like, she doesn't like it. So she's eating all her ice cream and stuff. I'm like, well, good for you. So she's one of those, like my mom, who's very fat phobic. And I talked about that a little bit in a video. And I think I might do a little video about that, my upbringing as far as me, my mom, my weight, all that kind of thing. Because I was not a fat child or a heavy child. And but they always thought I was. And I look at pictures of me and I'm like, I was a thin child. There was nothing fat about me, but that was their, I guess, idiosyncrasies or their whatever. So my aunt, I said to her, because I can never usually get a word in edgewise, you know, she's talk, and I just listen. And so I says, oh, and by the way, Riri, my aunt's name is Marie Morales, and I call her Riri. And when I was a little girl, a baby, I couldn't say Auntie and I couldn't say Marie. So she has always been Riri to me. And now she's Riri to Zoe as well. And if you're new here, Zoe is my daughter. And she's 26, will be 27 in less than a month. And she has a channel too. I'll link it down below. So please go and subscribe to her. That would make us so happy. And if you like this video, please give me the thumbs up. comment down below any thoughts about what I'm talking about or something you want me to talk about in the future. I would appreciate that. And please subscribe. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. So anyway, my aunt, I says to her, I says, oh, Riri, guess what? I says, I've lost over 105 pounds now. I've lost 105 pounds. And she's like, she thought I said I weighed 105 pounds. So she says, she does have a hearing problem now. She mentioned that to me last night, which I was surprised because she never did, or yesterday afternoon, because she never would say that. So, and my mother never believed she had a hearing problem either. And she did later on, you know, she was a little hard of hearing. She never believed it. You could tell her that she was hard of hearing. And my aunt's the same. You know, they're very vain and, you know, gorgeous divas. So they don't want anything to do with that. So anyway, she says to me, oh my God, would I even recognize you? I said, of course you're going to recognize me. But I didn't know that she thought I said I weigh 105 pounds. And I says, no, I will never be 105 pounds. I lost 105 pounds. I am down 105 pounds. She's like, oh, okay. And then she immediately goes on to ask about Zoe. When you go down and you subscribe and you go check out Zoe's channel, she's on a weight loss journey. She's doing 75 hard her way. And she's lost 7 pounds. I'm so proud of her. And she had started it before and had lost a lot. But then things were happening. She was stressed with her job and everything. And so she kind of gained a few pounds back. So she's back now. And I'm so proud of her. You know, it's her journey. She's an adult. And I don't tell her what to put in her mouth. I don't judge her. That's her journey. And she has to do what feels right for her. All I could do as her mother and her best friend, because she is my best friend, is to give her advice, gentle advice, if she wants it. That's it. If she asks me, that's it. So my aunt proceeds to say, oh, and what about Zoe? Is she losing weight too? Because you know all that weight. I says, Riri, Zoe's on her own journey, and I can't tell you anything about Zoe. She's on her own journey. But so I didn't even mention that to Zoe. I don't even think I told Zoe that I even spoke to her yesterday. And this is the aunt from the cousin that I'm estranged with, which I had talked about previous video. And and the cousin is her only child, and I'm my mother's only child. And I've got to post those pictures. I have a picture of my grandfather, Pedro Morales, and on his lap is me, and was 2 years old, I think, and my cousin, who was probably, I don't know, maybe 6 months old, maybe or so. She was a baby. So we'll have to, I'll have to post that so you all can see it in the community chat. I'll post it there. So that was I just thought that was so interesting. You know, as soon as I said that to her, she immediately went to, oh my God, you're 105 pounds. No. No, I would be see-through. No. I do have very tiny bones. And for my stature and everything, I should be what they say, whoever they is, like in the 120s, probably anywhere from 115 to 125. I do not know what my goal weight yet is going to be. It depends on my body and how I feel. And when I get there, I'll know. You know, I haven't made that determination yet. I've made a determination just to put on the different platforms that I'm on to log my macros and my weight, which is the Lose It app, which I love that app. I have paid for a lifetime of that app, so I get other things, but you can totally use it free, and I love it. I love that app. I could never figure out my FitnessPal. I didn't like that app. It didn't work for me, but I love the Lose It app. So I log on there, and I don't do it every day. I know now what I eat, and I know by sight how many macros, you know, and things, usually how much protein I'm having. So I don't always plug in my food. I don't always journal that or log that every single day. I've been on this journey for a long time. I know my body now, and I know what I eat, what affects me and what doesn't. So I don't always do it, but you know, if I'm weighing my food and stuff, I will definitely do that. But it's not an everyday thing for me. So yeah, but I just thought that was funny. I had to sprinkle that in here. It has nothing to do with anything we're talking about, but I just thought that was so funny. You know, she immediately went to that, like, ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. So, but anyway, today, you know what we're doing today? A couple of questions from the 3,000 questions about me, which I stole from my daughter Zoe. I borrowed it from her. I didn't steal it, and she knows. I told her. So anyway, let's use some. I'm still waiting. You know, I know that somebody is going to bless me and send me one of these books. That I know. That's coming to me. But anyway, right now, let's do a couple of questions for this Super Bowl Sunday. So one of the questions that struck me out of the 3,000 questions, and I've done 4 of them previously, you can go back and watch, but is, what is the nicest thing a stranger has done for you? Now, I can include my friends here because they're not strangers to me anymore, but the nicest things that you have done for me, and you're not strangers, you're my family here, have subscribed and watched my videos. One of the nicest things, because it helps, and just liking is going to help push me out to the hemisphere, you know. And so many people don't like. I watch other videos and nobody likes the videos. Like I do that on every video Zoe and I do. You know, I watch most of my videos on TV, and I'm always liking. Like, come on, like the videos. So that is something, you know, that a nice thing that a stranger has done for me. Also, just all the gifts that I've gotten here from my friends, all the beautiful tarot decks that I have here, and the books and the cards, and, you know, just the friendship has been some of the nicest things that anybody's done for me. But as far as a stranger goes, because I don't consider you a stranger, you're my friend, I don't consider you a stranger to me. But the what is the nicest thing a stranger has done for you? As you see, I've got my notebook. Is buy my groceries. Zoe and I were in Walmart. This was probably right after I lost my job, and we were in Walmart, and we were like kind of scraping to try to get groceries and everything. My mother was still living at that time. I believe my mom was still alive then. And we went to Walmart, and I guess this lady, I don't even know if she was in the line with us or in the line next to us, her and her child or whatever. And she hands over this cash, because I think we were short or something was going on. And she hands over, I think, like either 40 or 50 bucks, and she just walks off. And you know me. For those of you who are new, you don't know, I am very emotional, and I'm a crier. So you know I busted out crying right there at the Walmart. I'm like, what? We were there with our mouths open. I ran out to try to find her, and I did find her, and I said, thank you so much. And she didn't even want to she didn't want to talk to me. She didn't want to say anything to me. She just went on about her business. I've never seen that woman again, and if I have seen her, I wouldn't know who she is, because I just don't even remember. That was the nicest thing. You know, and Zoe and I do try to pay things forward like that. For people sometimes when we have it. Right now we don't, and that's what I'm hoping that this platform will help to do for Zoe and I, that it will help propel us to the level where we can give back. You know, I could give back to my friends who've done so much for me, and I could give back to people that I don't know. And I do want to do giveaways here, like I mentioned, and stuff. And I just want to do that. I want to be able to give back, because so many people have given to me, you know, just been so generous. And, you know, I love that, because I know it's not a surprise to me, because I know that that's how I am, and what you are comes back to you. And I know that when I have it, I am super generous, you know, to a fault sometimes, and I am super generous. And so yeah, so that was a good question. I just happened to flip the book open and like put my finger down, and I landed on that. And it made me think. I'm like, oh my God, yes. You know, that woman at the Walmart years ago. I don't know I'm sure it was pre-pandemic. So it had to have been 17 or 18 maybe that this happened. Yeah, because I'm sure it was way before I got my disability. You know, it was way before that. So yeah, and that was just that was such a happy feeling, and also I was in shock, because nobody had ever done that for me before. And I've heard it, you know, I've seen people on videos and stuff, like somebody's gone up and paid for all their groceries, or Tyler Perry's in the store and he pays for everybody's groceries and that kind of thing. But her giving me that bit of her money, that just like blew my mind, you know. And I'm like, the kindness of people, you know, even though with all the stuff going on around us right now and the crazy stuff that I've heard watching TV this morning. I have Sunday Morning on in the background, and they just said some crazy stuff about the Kennedy Center and the new administration or the new person. So I don't know where you stand. This is not a political channel, but where I stand is I'm a Democrat, and that's all you need to know. And that should tell you, that should just tell you, give you a plethora right there. So anyway, the person in the White House is doing some things with Kennedy Center on it. My mouth is open. I'm like, what? So you'll have to Google that. It's so interesting. I'm like, oh my goodness, when is this going to be over? So anyway, and the next question was, what do you daydream about? And this question is such a broad question because there's so many things that we daydream about. What do you daydream about? That's our question today. What do you daydream about? Put that in the comments. I want to know. What do you daydream about? My daydream is, of course, my traveling. I haven't really talked about it, and I will get into other videos here, but my mother traveled the world. And she took a trip every year, usually solo, sometimes with friends, but mostly solo, to meet friends in other places and stuff. And one of her favorite places was the Côte d'Azur on the south of France and London. Those were two of her favorites. And of course, being in the tropics, her favorite island besides St. Croix was St. Martin. And she loved St. Martin. And so I daydream about, with that being said, I daydream about the time when I'm going to be able to go to all the places that my mother was at that I have never been to. I've been to St. Martin so many times, but I've never been there with my mother. So that's a regret that I have. I never went with my mom. My mom was the kind of person that even though I was a grown woman to travel and everything with her, she's like, no, I'm going on these trips with my friends or whatever. She wasn't like somebody who was going to take a trip with me per se. Sometimes we went on trips together as an adult when I had Zoe. But for the most part, Mommy did her own thing. And so I wish that I could have gone on some of those trips with her. That would have been absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. But anyway, my daydreams are going to places that I've been wanting. So I have always wanted to go to Bora Bora and Paris since I was a teenager. And those are the things, you know, what you daydream about. I daydream about traveling to those places. I want Bora Bora. Since I saw the Blue Lagoon with Brooke Shields, I have wanted to go to Bora Bora. It was not filmed there. I believe it was filmed in Fiji or the Fiji Islands or whatever. But I do want to go to Thailand and Tahiti and Bora Bora. Thailand maybe eventually, but it's not a place that I have ever wanted to go to. It looks beautiful there, but not really where I wanted to go. But I do want to go to Bora Bora, Tahiti, Paris. Those are top of my list. And then Europe, of course. My mother loved London, and I have not been to London, so I would love to go there and just to be in the places where my mother was. She has never gone to Bora Bora, but she's been to France, so I have to go there, especially to the south of France. And I want to go to London. She was there. She's been to Venezuela. She's been all over, so many places. But I just want to, you know, travel where she's been so I can experience those things. I'm really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to that. So that's what I daydream about. So I am not daydreaming about the Super Bowl today, but I do want to see it this afternoon. So I'm getting ready to do that. But I hope that you all have a fabulous, fabulous Sunday, whatever you choose to do, whatever you're doing today. My day will be quiet. Zoe is off today. She's off on Sundays and Mondays. So these are quiet days for us unless she decides to go in or she wants to do something. I'm at her beck and call, you know. So, but other than that, it's just going to be a chill day with me, Zoe, and little Miss Mam Mam. I put up a little video of little Miss Mam Mam yesterday. Something was going on with my YouTube yesterday. Everything that I filmed yesterday was like not posting. And I posted a different way yesterday than I normally do. After I go on the Villo app to kind of splice everything together. I don't edit these videos, but I splice together my intro and all of that and my outro and everything. And yesterday, none of that was there. And so that's why we had a double number 45 because none of it appeared. And I'm like, what is going on? But I do notice that my phone is getting very full. I have 1 terabyte and it's already full. So in the middle of me filming this particular video that you're watching right now, it told me that it was full and I couldn't film anymore. So I had to go and delete a bunch of apps and old messages and voice memos and all kinds of pictures. And I haven't even made a dent because I'm sure there's about 50,000 pictures on here, if not more than that. And videos and things, especially a lot of things from my mom and different things. And, you know, since we're so in this digital world now, all of everything is on our phones. So it's like, I do have a second phone, which I don't know if I can use it that way. This is the phone that I was supposed to turn in when I got the phone that I'm filming on right now. This is an iPhone 11 Pro Max. It's totally cleaned off, but I don't know if it will connect because it's not connected to anything. If I'll be able to use it like for filming or editing or doing anything like that, I have no idea. And my phone is getting full fast. I know that there are things that you can add to your phone, certain things to store your videos and things. I don't know about that. I don't even know how much any of that stuff costs because of course I can't afford any of that stuff right now. Right now I'm only filming on my phone. My daughter had extra money. She bought us lights and tripods. So that's what we have. Other than that, I have nothing else. And so I need a lot of things and I really need to try and get a wish list together. I just have to figure that out. You know, I just have to figure that out. I have to have the time to do that. And with filming and trying to get these videos posted, even though I don't work all day, so there's no complaining here about my time at all. I just have to make time to do these things in between everything else, you know, that's going on. So anyway, that's it. That's the Lexi Talk for today, which wasn't really a Lexi Talk, just a little chit chat between me and you. I hope that you, like I said, have a wonderful day. If you're gonna watch the Super Bowl, put that down below and who you're rooting for. Leave a comment. Let's get something started here on this platform today. Let's get something started. Let's get some conversations down below amongst us all. So anyway, I didn't have any shout outs today as far as we do have new subscribers, but I don't know who they are. So if you have subscribed, you know that I love you and I welcome you in with open arms. Everybody is welcome on this platform and welcome to this space. Everyone is welcome. No matter what you look like, how you identify, anything, everybody is welcome here. This is a safe space and a happy, pleasant space. So I'm so glad that you're here. And I hope that I made you feel good or gave you a little chuckle today or something. And please, if you're new here and I haven't shouted you out or tagged you in anything, please let me know. Leave me a comment or you can send me an email. The email, you'll find it in my description on YouTube, and you'll also find it in my description down below if you're watching this on your phone. So, with that being said, I love you. You know I do. Deuces, and as always, love you plenty.